Hello, this is Xacris and welcome back. We ended last episode right here. I entered an Explorer warp portal, which I said, travels you to a structure, and it led us here. I do apologize, it's very dark. I will try to fix that in post. I don't know if I can. What are you? You're a gloom. I didn't know you guys existed. Huh, some mod added it. Anyway, we're here. I have a full inventory. I would like to get back. And this might be a problem. So, I guess what I'm going to do is maybe organize some of this stuff. We're going to put some regen potions on our hotbar here. I don't have a night vision potion, but I don't need a night vision potion. I have... Right, because I just got a light spell. So, Conjure Mage Light, you are called Light. Again, I am creative with names. That's fine. And slot number 10, you are going to be Self-Light. And you're going to be called Night Vision. I don't know what that is. So no. Okay, Night Vision. Now we can see. We still don't want to walk around here though. There are a lot of things going on. Glooms apparently, that's a thing. Unfortunately this night vision is only I think 30 seconds. Spawn is up that direction. Is that... Right, can't hit C with that. That is a looter chest. Okay, I was thinking that may have been a gold block or something. So we gotta find a way to get out of here. So, being deep dark, main thing is we gotta sneak everywhere. We can actually find some swift sneak down here, which will be useful, but the problem is if we fail at this, then skulk sensors here are going to tell the skulk, not the catalyst. Catalysts create more skulk. They're going to tell the shriekers that we want to play with the warden, and I don't really want to play with the warden. I would like to get out of here primarily, but since we are here already, we might as well use that and try to get some cool loot while we're here. I don't actually see any shriekers. Did someone already break all the shriekers? I suppose we'll find out. If we walk around, eventually we'll probably trigger something. Hello, Gloom. Can I do anything with you? Gloom. Is it not called a Gloom? What are you called? You are a glare, that's what it is. Glare. So if you on that, mob drops gets me glowberries. Okay, not worth my time. Sorry for bothering you. Let's go ahead and grab some cobblestone and pillar up here real quick. Here's a good spot, I guess. Okay, well there wasn't any shrieking there, so that's good. Sensors, you're fine. I don't need you at the moment, so I'm not going to bother complaining about not having silk touch. Right now, I just want to see what is up here. Hello there. That's a lot of bones. Charge scroll. Useful. Ancient knowledge fragment. Light attackers with lightning. Sweeping edge. More books. Silk touch hoe. Yes, please. Regen. I don't have... Again, I don't have room for any of this. This is a problem. Because there's a lot of stuff down here. Those are shriekers. I have C as my zoom key. Can't do it with the book. So those are shriekers. I need to avoid those. I do want to check all those chests. I don't have room for any of these items though. So we may end up just kind of pillaring out of here. I have to imagine I'm not the first one in here because the portal was already there. So maybe I'll check a few of these and try to get out. Well, annoyingly, there is a ton of gold here. And I say annoyingly because I don't have any inventory room for it. I do have a bunch of these mana regen potions, which I probably don't need. I wasn't expecting to find this area. I found a couple more chests. And so far I've got a whole bunch of random junk, which is awesome. I love random junk. I think maybe we go home. I did see, looking that direction, it turns into just regular deep slate over there. No longer deep dark, which also means no more shriekers, so I don't have to keep sneaking around. I am going to, however, grab some of this gold. What are you? I don't know what you are. We'll have to find that out. Now, one of the things I did find is a diamond hoe with silk touch. Now, there's some fun things here. Minecraft enchantments. They're kind of weird. Here's some deep slate. If I toss... I don't have anything I want to just toss on the ground. We'll toss the saddle. If I break that, that is deep slate. If I swap this around, break you, I can't pick you up because that is cobbled deep slate. So basically, if I have the enchantment in my main hand, it will apply that to whatever I do. In this case, I now have silk touch for basically free, even though it's a hoe. So I can silk touch stone things, which means I can silk touch the gold ore up there. I can silk touch that diamond ore as well. Bring a whole bunch of that down, or bring that back to my base. That's a second strike. Cool. I think we get, is it third strike summons or 3 strikes and then a summons? I don't remember. But why did I just do that without holding shift? Luckily there's a timer on that. Okay. We're going to go this direction. Casting, if I'm not sneaking, will trigger them, which is fun. But sneaking seems to avoid that, so that's good. We're going to keep sneaking for a bit. There's another chest over here. Lots of gold and diamonds. Going to do that. Get over here into the regular deep slate area so we can be a little bit more free to move around. And get out of here. I've got 800 blocks to go. And sneaking the whole way is going to take a while. So we're going to try to get out of here. So using our lovely silk touch hoe in our main hand, we can go ahead and steal some of this ore. See what that is. Can I even break it? Cool, that needs to be amplified. I don't have amplify yet, so we're just gonna skip that for now. I think we've got lots of things here that we are happy with. We've got Swift Sneak, Depth Strider is useful also, a couple gold. I think that's about all that I really want here. I did find a silence armor trim, which is pretty cool. Don't really need it at the moment. Let's go ahead and break you as well. Cool, lots of gold. Always need more gold in this. Do I need iron? I do need iron. I don't have room for iron. We'll get it anyway. Cool. And I saw a whole bunch of diamonds. Let's go grab those as well. Where are you? I saw it over here, but we've also got some actual mobs now because regular mobs do not spawn in the ancient city, or deep dark rather, which includes ancient city, but they do outside. Now because of that, nothing's spawning over here, which means they can only spawn over here, so we get a bunch of them. There are 3 other people online, so hopefully that will kind of spread things out a little bit, but definitely got to be careful in here. Deep slate can go away. I don't need that. Let's grab our first. Let's grab our first diamonds. I missed on that one, didn't I? Yep. Diamonds! Woo! No achievement because it's a silk touch diamond, so that doesn't actually help us very much. But while we are here, we can grab all of them that we see. I missed that one. Night vision. I'm a terrible shot. There we go. 3 diamonds. Okay. Which means I missed this one down here too. Okay, cool. Just gonna grab a couple more of these, fill up our inventory if we can. Which we're already full, so that's pretty easy. And head home. I was almost out. Y38, blown up by creeper. Alrighty, so here's the question is, where is that 800 blocks that way? Okay. Okay, well, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna head back that direction, and see if we can get our stuff. Maybe I will be able to just dig kind of straight. We don't have any tools. What am I doing? I know it's underground. I know it's gonna be lots of digging. Probably need another backpack. I don't have any more leather. What do we got? Some base. I'm not gonna bring wooden tools. Let's grab 3U and 2U. Okay, we'll grab half stack of mendostine to keep us alive. Yeah, it's probably good. So make ourselves a quick pickaxe. We've got food. We've got a pickaxe. Let's go. Alrighty, we are getting close. We are underneath these kind of cool looking pillars, honestly. We're just a little bit south of Xacris. In fact, I see him there on the map following us. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a dig down to get there, but hopefully got enough durability on the pickaxe here. But yeah, let's go get our body. And remember, kids, never dig straight down unless you know exactly what's under you. And quite honestly, I don't know what's under me. We're probably gonna fall into something. I feel like the area where I died was fairly low. Cool. Transfer items. What did we miss? Because our backpack was full. So, anything around me trying to kill me? Skeleton over there. Let's put you there. You at that. And self-light. Alright. Don't see anyone on the map. I think we're good. Is that a cat? Oh, it's an axolotl. I have a bucket. Let's grab an axolotl. I don't really need one, but my son loves axolotls, so yoink. The cutest predator. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. I found some legs. I'm not going to put those on. I can put these shoes on. They're probably going to not make it home, but that gives us one inventory spot. More night vision. Still no one trying to kill me. Good. Let's see what else we can do. I don't really need that much regular deep slate, and I can get more deep slate easily. I do want some cobblestone available at least, and I think I'm done with mining all the random materials, so... Of course I say that, but there's iron right there. Put you in slot 1, put you in offhand, and more night vision, please. Of course, this is how I died. Trying to mine more. Good, okay. I think that's all the iron I can see. There is a little camp type thing over there and a creeper. Let's do that, and then we can go home. Go away. Okay. 2 camps. Interesting. Coal. I don't need coal. Ooh, that is a good one to have, actually. This one... That one is actually really useful because the way it works is... I'm going to swap that out. Basically, it makes you take damage slower. So it's like... if you are in lava or fighting the wither or something, it basically means you take a whole lot less damage than you otherwise would, which is very powerful. I knew it. I knew you'd go in. I was about to say, I bet one of these is a mimic. Good. There goes my boots. 60 health. That's not fair. You have a lot more health than me. Okay. I knew it was gonna be a mimic. Night vision goggles. Perfect. Alright. That helps. I was hoping to save those boots, although they don't have any enchantment on them anyway, so it's not like I could use that as a whole lot for sorcerer stuff. Oh, these aren't that great. You're empty, and that's a bed. Okay. Regular night vision, please. Okay. So we have ourselves a zombie over here, because that spawned. You. Last of the iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. More. Oh, a lot more. Do I have enough inventory for this? There we go. Okay. Yeah, it's time to go home. Well, we have ourselves an island, and it's a lovely island. It's a little small, but we've got plans. And unfortunately, the thing is that in order to really do anything with those plans is we need to make some progress. So I brought over some sheep and cows and small little crop farm, some sugarcane growing. You know, it's kind of like real basic resources. I've also started chopping down a whole bunch of trees, and I started doing a little bit of terraforming over on that side because I want to get a bridge over to the mainland over there. I actually want bridges pretty much on all 4 sides of the island. Maybe at an angle, that might be fun. Anyway, progress. The thing that we need next is we need some actual progress in the mods, and in particular Ars Nouveau, because that's what this is a test server for. So we're going to start off with making, I probably don't actually need 3 of these, but we're going to make 3 anyway. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make ourselves some imbuement chambers. These are used for creating source gems. There we go. In order to do that, we need to have some other resources. Specifically, we're going to need either some lapis or some amethyst. I think I might have found some amethyst. I found some source gems as well. I'm going to grab some of those and that. That'll kind of help us to kickstart this. Let's grab some diorite as well. I don't have... Again, I thought I had some amethyst. Apparently I don't. So let's go ahead and break 4 of these. These are all silk touched, because remember, if we use our silk touch hoe in our offhand, or main hand rather, then we can get silk touch, which is handy. I don't have a fortune one yet. I was hoping to find one in like a ruined nether portal or something. Unfortunately, did some exploring and I was not able to find any. Yeah, so we're going to make some source gems here, and I am actually going to break you and move you further. And that is because I want to make some platforms. And by platform I also mean a pedestal, because it's the same thing. Let's go ahead and hit A on that recipe to mark it up here, because I'm probably going to need that more than once. I need at least 3 of these, so that gets me 2. A couple more of our nuggets here, and make 1 more. Thank you very much. Next up, let's go ahead and plop these down. I don't have a great spot for any of these yet. We'll work on that. But at the moment, it's just going to be kind of what it is. This needs to be, it's going to be looking in the 3x3 around it for any pedestals, so this will not be impacting these. Perfect timing, thank you. Let's grab a little bit more of you, pop you in. I do need to search for an actual geode. I did find a couple geodes. I just didn't do anything with them yet because I wanted to bring a golem down there. Let's go ahead and what do we want for our first essence? I think what I'm going to go for the first essence here is... Oh, I only have 2 of these guys, don't I? I was going to say an air essence so I can make a leap spell. I don't have that, though I don't have enough of the wings. And I also don't really have a good source of the wings. I don't remember what it is over by Xacris. He has a den over there, but I don't think it's these guys. So we may have to do some of the rituals for that instead. But let's also make ourselves a scribing table. This being a magic-based pack, there's a whole lot of scribing here in that list. Let's grab some logs and get ourselves a scribe's table. And of course, this is how you get the actual spells in the game, or glyphs rather. You form spells with the glyphs. Terminology is important. Open you up, and right now we only have a tier 1 book because we haven't been to the nether yet. We've got all of these spells already unlocked from exploring that library, and I do want to do more proper exploration because I'm pretty sure we can come away with a lot more than just this. I was hoping to get a leap, but again, needs 3 Wild Wings, and we were not so lucky with the library. There is one spell, however, that I do actually want right away, which is, where are you? I don't see it. I want Conjure Terrain. Conjure Terrain over here. Interesting, it used to be animated in this menu. Apparently not right now. So that needs an Earth Essence instead. So let's go ahead and mark down a whole bunch of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's also Anima from Ars Elemental, but that needs a Wither Skeleton Skull, so we're a little bit further from that one. We need iron, dirt, and seeds for this first one though, so we can do that. Let's head over here, grab some more materials. Iron and seeds, I've got plenty of those. And dirt, I think I have some up here, perfect. I wanted this because, like I mentioned, I am doing some terraforming over there, just kind of evening out the terrain. But it's, you know, a bit annoying if I have to actually break every dirt block in order to get the dirt blocks. So for now, we're going to get that going. Put some more lapis into here, get a bit more of those, and this will be done at some point. I should also mention, apparently, something with our mod combination here, it's not showing the progress indicator on this, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll make do. Next up, while that is processing, I'm going to go ahead and get a few more of this iron crafted, or crafted, I guess, kind of. That should be plenty. Basically, again, I really wish I had fortune. I would like to automate that. This takes a while. It sits there for a long time, and then just kind of sits there idle if I'm not watching it. And watching it's really annoying. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to make ourselves a couple hoppers. Let's get 16 of you. Thank you. And let's grab 2 coal. Should be in this one. Alright, we'll get those smelting up, and we can get ourselves a couple of hoppers. And basically, the automation on this for early game is very, very simple. To the point where you may not even think it's automation. The basic idea is we need to put stuff in and we need to take stuff out. Unfortunately, we don't want to take out that source gem, and it will happily do so. So instead, once this is cooking, 6, I need 4 more. Let's clear our inventory a little bit so we can make some hoppers. Turn you into chests. Perfect. 7. Cook faster. Okay, we have ourselves some iron here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. 2 hoppers is all that we need. I can hopper... Actually, no, I'm just going to do this one first. So, we have that there, and of course, you just saw it pulled out... Oh, perfect. Pulled out the Earth Essence. That was good timing. Filtering. How do we set this up? Of course, if I were to put a source gem in here, it goes straight through. So how do we do that? Easy. We just prevent it from having space to go through. Put those in, and now it sits there until it's able to fit. And fitting in this case is going to be defined as, you know, being an Earth Essence. So that one is done. It's automated. Yay. Congratulations, you are automated. Next up, I do need to find some more amethyst or some more lapis. It's a little more difficult to find the lapis, but once I get a geode going, then we'll have plenty of this. And then for this, it's just the same story. 2 hoppers, 1 in, 1 out, and filter the output so that it can't do anything. Can't pull it through, and that's it. Done. Automation. And one very key point of this is don't have the hopper pointing at anything. Just have it, wrong thing, where's shift, there we go. Don't have the hopper pointing at anything. If you do, then it's going to just send all of those items into it, including the, you know, everything. So that'll just break the filter. So you just want it going into a solid block here so that it can't actually go anywhere. Let's put you right there, and you are also ready to go. We're going to put 10 of these in, and I forgot to set my filters. Fill you, and put a gem right there. There we go. 10 goes in. That lapis will just slowly turn into source gems. Source gems over here are going to be turning into Earth Essence. And once we get a second one here, then we can get some new spells going. I'm also going to move the scribe table a little bit further away here. The reason for that is it will by default pull from nearby inventories. I don't remember the exact range on that. I want to say it's 7 blocks, so hopefully it's far enough. Basically, I just don't want it taking things from over there. Right now I have an Earth Essence as a filter, and if this were to pull that out, then it would Yeah, if it pulls that out, then it breaks the filter, and then it'll just start pulling everything through again. So less than ideal. Let's throw you on. Craft our first glyph. Or I guess second, because we did make a light glyph earlier. So there we go. Glyph of Contra Terrain. Unlocked Contra Terrain. Perfect. Next up, the main thing we need is more mana. We've got random material iron armor that I've found while wandering around. Not that useful. Next up, let's get ourselves some actual armor, and by that I need magic armor. So we've got some source gems going here. Cool, we've got at least 4, which is the main number that I wanted. And we've got ourselves some seeds. What else do we need? We need some diamonds. Let's get our first diamond right here. Cool, diamonds. Woo! Let's go ahead and turn you into an enchanting apparatus. Alright, let's grab ourselves 4 pedestals, 1 apparatus, and 1 core. Don't technically need the core if we're going to kind of cheat at using hoppers, but you know what? I'm going to do it anyway because I think the hoppers may have been broken in the current version. Well, let's go over here, and I do want to point out, of course, I do plan on building, but I need some materials first. So we're going to do this, get some infrastructure, and then we can start building. Let's go here. We've got ourselves, I just used my 4 gems. As I said, grab our 4 gems. There we go. And throw some seeds in here to make ourselves some Mage Bloom seeds. That'll get us what we need to get some magic armor going. Alright, well, we bone mealed up some Mage Bloom. That's great. The problem now is I have to decide what I want to do with it. There's a couple options in Ars Nouveau. We can make ourselves 3 different classes of armor, and I refer to them as classes because they do kind of offer some specialization. The highest defense would be Battle Mage, which is made with diamond gear, which we have some diamonds in ore form, but not much. So that's one option. Personally, I would say it's the worst option. Next up, we have Iron and then Gold for Arcanist and Sorcerer. I don't know what I want to use. So, we have a couple legs that are already made here. And of course, with the enchantments on them, they will actually carry through. So, those exist. I do have a couple pieces of gold gear here, but Curse of Vanishing, no thank you. Blast Protection, I'd rather have regular protection. And Thorns, I don't really care too much for Thorns. So, we can make some. That's definitely an option. The problem is, I don't have a whole lot of materials yet. So I need to make some more things, but for right now, let's go ahead and turn both of these into the mage variety. So we'll turn that into 4 of those each. Head over here, and we can plop down 1, 2, 3, and 4. I said 3, thank you. And we'll put that in. That'll get crafted up. Go away, rain. Doing magic, starts raining. So we're gonna craft that up, and as I said, I don't know which of these I want. Protection and Unbreaking is probably a good thing to have, but then again, so would Mana Regen. These will, of course, offer some Mana Regen to begin with. They're basically the same between the Sorcerer and the Arcanist. Plus 1 Mana Regen, plus 30 max mana. The main difference is the actual defense, in this case 3 versus, I want to say 5? 5, yeah. You'll see that the regen is the same, mana is the same between them. It's just how much defense do you want, and the empty slot there, empty 2 and empty 1. So for now, we'll put that on. Lovely purple. Need to figure out what I want to do for the chest and helmet. But you know what? We can make ourselves a helmet right now. I've got a spell for this. There we go. Turn you into a hat. And of course, I want to do the iron hat here. Whether I keep it or not, I'll decide. But what we can do is make it at least, because it's a nice pointy magic hat. Wizards have to have pointy hats. So, pointy hat acquired, Arcanist hat, pop you up there, lovely, and that is surprisingly the same defense as the compressed iron helmet, although this does have armor toughness. 2 armor, 1 armor toughness, and then knockback. 2 armor. But mana regen, max mana is always a nice thing to have. I don't need to specifically make gold for in the nether or anything. All mage armor is considered specialized, golden, gilded, whatever, because of the inlays on it. You can see the shiny gold on the hat there. So that's at least enough to confuse the piglins. So let's put our old helmet in here, and we need to figure out what we can do with our ore. So we got the silk touch. That was easy enough with our diamond hoe here. I don't have anything for fortune yet, so I need to process this. I can just, of course, smelt it straight up, but I noticed in this pack we have integrated dynamics, which is something that I do want to get into. There's a lot of cool things you can do with it, but specifically the squeezer is actually not that expensive. And of course, I just used half my iron, didn't I? Yep. Let's go ahead and smelt up one more set of 8 here. The squeezer, the reason I look at it is because if I look at this, you can take your silk touched ore and process it to at least 2 and then a 75% chance. So almost 3 return, which isn't too bad. Now it is a little manual. Maybe we can do it automatic later. I'm not entirely sure. Let's actually get some coal here, please. But at least for right now, this will get us going to be able to get a bit more return on our gold and iron. Alright, I decided to pull out the rest of the iron there because that's only getting me 1 per. So let's instead go ahead and make our squeezer. Cool, thank you. And I should have everything now. Awesome. Squeezer. Place you there. Now I just kind of pop you in and jump on it, I believe is what the old system was. Is that working? Yeah. You gonna pop out, or do I need to put, there we go. Oh, that was Alex. Hello! Alex the 46, creator of Ars Elemental. I'm guessing he was testing the, there was a new system in here for, I want to say, settings, allies, Alex THW, what did I just say, 46? Add ally? Cool. Close. Did that work? No, that seems to work. I think it's working. Alright, not too bad. 10 of each iron and gold gets us 27 and 28, so almost triple return. Not too bad. I added a little pressure plate here to reset it, so I can just kind of bounce, hop off, bounce, hop off. Works pretty well. Not too bad for early game. Let's go ahead and throw, let's make another furnace actually. At some point we'll automate all of this, but for right now, we'll just make do with what we can. 3 should be good. You and you and you. Sure, why not? Alright, so let's, that's not going to divide nicely, but that's okay. We'll do 16, do 1 and 1. Divide these up nice and quick. And we'll get you and you as well. 1 in there. And last stack over here. Perfect. Okay, that's going to smelt up. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a full set of both sets of gear, the Arcanist and the Sorcerers. We can kind of decide what we want to do as we go on, but for right now, that'll at least get us some basic protection, as well as, of course, mana regen and extra mana, which will help for just about everything we do. Alrighty, we have ourselves the Sorcerer set and the Arcanist set. Arcanist, however you want to pronounce it. I'll be honest, I don't know what I want to use yet. I think I'm going to go with the Arcanist, at least for now, mostly because the pants already have protection on them, and of course pointy hat. Now we can dye these as well, different colors. These are all tier 1 threads, yeah, empty slot 1. Tier 1 is because that's the armor, the level of the threads is level 1. Over here, the Sorcerer stuff does have a couple level 2, which can be useful. The thing is, I don't actually have the materials to make the threads anyway, so not really worth it. But it will be, of course, eventually. Right now, though, I'm just going to leave that on a nice armor stand, and it is time to start on something a bit bigger. We're on an island here. It's a lovely island. It's actually a little small for an island. Right here, lovely little island. My plan for this season is to build the Arcane University. Now, I actually had a series called that a couple years back, but my plan is to theme this around Ars Nouveau Elemental specifically. Basically, we've got the different colors of trees here. They're each a different element: blazing, cascading, flourishing. The yellow is flashing. And the plan is I want to have an area of the school dedicated to each of the main elements in the mod. So that's also the essences can work for that. But that's kind of the plan. Now I need to figure out where everything's going to go first. I also need to figure out a build palette, but I do want to at least mention what the plans are. The plan is the main area of the base is going to be the island here, but I started a little bridge over there, just a single lane of cobblestone right now, but I do plan on expanding all the way around here, having some stuff over in this kind of, there's a barn over here, maybe some stuff underwater for the water school. I plan on kind of sprawling out. I enjoy having a bigger, wider base instead of necessarily building up. It just makes things feel a bit more interesting, I think. Working with the terrain and bridges and all this stuff, I really enjoy building like that, so that is the plan. Our little statue over here, he's going to get moved at some point. I'll probably build a couple of them, actually, but I do like that style. I'll probably use different blocks, though, but the same basic shape. But before we can really do any of that, we need storage. I only have these 10 double chests right now, which has been kind of working, but it's also kind of not working because, like, my wood chest here is full already. My stone is meh. Crops are all filled as well. There's lots of different types of things in this pack. We have a million different types of wood. There's a witch wood right there, or a witch hazel, sorry. Lots of different crops. We have 2 different types of coffee, so we need a bigger storage room so that we can actually work with all these things. Now we have a couple options. We do have applied energistics. There's a few meteors around here. I do plan on kind of dabbling with that. There's some interesting logistics things you can do with that, as well as I do like the look of the skystone, so I might use that for like some flooring. So there'll be some automation with that. We do have, of course, integrated dynamics I just mentioned with our squisher here. So there's a lot of cool redstone things you can do with that. I think we don't have the storage with it, but that's fine. Lots of things to plan out, lots of decisions to make, but I think, at least for right now, and probably for the foreseeable future, I'm going to go with bookworm storage again. Lecterns are pretty cool, and there's lots of things I can do with those as well for small-scale logistics planning as well. So I definitely will be looking into that. That is going to require some materials, though. Specifically, we have some squid over there. I need some ink. I need some feathers. I don't have any chickens, but I do have a handful of eggs, so we'll look out with that. I might do this as sort of a starter house for the storage room. I need to figure out what I want to do with that. Eventually, I plan on having it be more of an actual library type build. We've got the bookworms, the lecterns, all this. It's very book and school themed, so I think that works well with the university plan here. So, step 1, where? Well, on the search for figuring out what I'm going to build out of, I decided I wanted to get some skystone from Applied Energistics. I really like the look of the blocks, or at least I did a few versions back, and maybe it still has that, specifically the smelted one. Anyway, I'll have to smelt some of those up and see what they look like up close here instead of just the icon. But for right now, I'm just going to raid this meteor. It's not too far away from me. There's also that mansion nearby. There's not a whole lot of loot in a mansion, so I'm just going to leave that for now. I kind of just popped in there on the way over here, but didn't really see anything. There's some, of course, monsters and stuff to kill and vindicators or whatever, but those are easy enough to get later anyway with raids, so I'm not too concerned about it. Mostly I'm just here for the skystone and perhaps even get some of the materials here. Like I said, I don't want to use applied energistics for my main storage, but at least having the materials to be able to start it will allow me to actually, do something useful. I think the guide said that an annihilation plane at world height facing up will get me skystone dust, which will then allow me to make this kind of more automatically and renewably instead of having to raid meteors. For right now, I'm just going to clear out the top of this, at least to the water level. And I think these guys, if I silk touch them, I can bring those back to my base. So let's go ahead and get a couple more of these. And I think it's just you break it, if I recall correctly. Let's do that with a pickaxe though. F for that, put F there, okay. And break you. Cool, that gets me each of those, yay. And then these guys I'm gonna pick up with Silk Touch like I said. So put you back in my offhand, switch it around, break that, collects them, perfect. And eventually they turn back into the source quartz blocks here, but we'll just leave that. You know, I'm gonna clear out this whole one. I don't think anyone else is really nearby except for Xacris, and I can give him some of the materials as well. So let's finish clearing this out and head back to base and figure out what we wanna do. All right, we're making our way back to our base, and I noticed, basically right next door, right here, I didn't know we had turtles nearby. These guys are usually a pain to find. I'm gonna go ahead and get some seagrass here, and maybe get a couple of those turned into eggs, or not turned into eggs, but get them to get me some eggs, because I know quite a few things need turtle eggs, or scoots, or various things. Even a lot of just mob farms need turtle eggs, so that is going to be a huge help having these so early. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of these guys, thank you. Turtles, where'd you go? There's one, and there's two, okay. Let's go over here, hello Mr. Turtle, we're gonna avoid the man of war there. Hello, one for you, and one for you. Thank you. And let's get out of here before a jellyfish kills us. Alright. You guys are happy? Yep, there's an XP thing. I'll go ahead and grab that. And one of you should be going to a shore, I would hope. I think. You're gonna go there, or you're gonna get stung by the jellyfish? Okay, cool. This will take a while, so we're just gonna head back to base and get started on our first building project. Okay, that's weird. You guys are supposed to lay eggs, not just make a baby turtle directly. I need your eggs for mob farms. Can you please lay eggs for me instead of just doing this? Because that's, oh, that's gonna be a problem. Make egg, please. Well, this is a little awkward. We've gotten a lot done. I have gotten rid of this chest monster, but I didn't have audio for it, so I don't have the clips for it. Anyway, let's go over what we've gotten done here. First off, we started building kind of the basis for our first building, which is going to be our library for our school here. That's cool. We'll go into more detail on that later because, well, I still need to actually build it. So there. Next up, chest monster is gone. We made ourselves a ritual brazier. Currently it's a tableau of cloud shaping because it was raining 2 seconds ago and then I slept, so it's not raining anymore. We made a ritual brazier, and part of that is we did a ritual of awakening. So you can use that to get little guardians out of these elemental trees, but we can also use that with a book and quill to get some bookworms. So we will definitely go more into detail of what a bookworm is and how to use it and all that fun stuff, but it's going to be a big theme of our base going forward. Ignore all this. This is temporary stuff building off camera for figuring out what I'm going to do. We have bookworm storage. So we went over this in the last season, and as I said, we're going to go through this a whole lot more detail later on in this season, but we got a storage lectern. Storage lecterns basically just chests and a regular lectern, so pretty cheap. Repositories are basically just chests, but with a little bit of gold instead, so they're a double chest. And then we used that tablet of awakening to get ourselves a couple bookworms. About 30 of them. Anyway, bookworms, you link them up to the storage lectern here, and then you get yourself a Dominion wand, which also lost footage for that. Sorry. And then you link up all the repositories to your lectern, and now you magically have wireless access to everything in here, including the ritual brazier that I was just grabbing for the tablet of cloud shaping. So basically, you kind of missed it, but it's also really boring stuff of just getting this set up. And like I said, and keep saying, we'll go into that a lot. I'm going to be using lecterns for a lot of different things. As an example, right here, this setup, which Q threw together, is monitored by this lectern as well. So you insert things that go into here. Lecterns can be bound to any inventory, not just, traditional storage blocks, but also non-traditional, such as droppers or like those things, pedestals. There's lots of cool things you can do with those, so we will be using them quite a lot. But like I said, we did lose the footage for that because I am a wonderful YouTuber and I'm good at this. So we're going to call it here for an episode. Next episode, we're going to get to actually building this structure. I'm not entirely sure what I want to use for the actual materials yet. I have a couple ideas and I don't have any of those actual materials, so we will have to figure that one out. But I'm going to call it here. We've got a lot to do. We've got a lot that we've gotten done, and I'm excited to finally get started. Now that we have an actual storage of this lectern and being able to just access everything we need and search for it and all this stuff, it will greatly improve everything. Just everything in general. We're going to be able to do a lot of things a lot quicker, grab things that we need, don't have to go through and try to figure out, okay, was it this chest or the next chest or whatever, and oh, we just went mining and now we have a bunch of random materials and have to spend 10 minutes sorting it. Nope, just throw it all in the lectern and call it a day. I should point out, this is a temporary solution. This area here is probably going to be more for our enchanting setup. This is a library. We're going to have a couple different areas, but the actual storage is going to be over there once I figure out a design that I like. Something like that, but not quite sure. Anyway, we're going to get lots of stuff done, and I am excited to finally get started actually building up this school that I've been wanting to build for a couple years now. So anyway, thank you for watching. This has been Zeke777, and have a great day. Bye-bye.